Hello everyone, this here is the LEGO Jurassic World Triceratops pickup truck ambush set, and I bought this for $40 US and built it live on Twitch. The set comes with 4 minifigures, just the one animal, no small one on the side, the big pickup truck, and the small ATV, so let's get straight into the details. The specific one animal that this represents from the Jurassic World is not a Triceratops. This has a specific color scheme, and the battle damage, the scars on it and everything, is actually from a Nasutoceratops, which is something that I personally had not heard of before. But LEGO did not make a new mold or set of molds for that specific, slightly obscure animal, certainly obscure in the public eye relative to Triceratops. But then they didn't try to call this Nasutoceratops. They call it Triceratops officially in this set, and I'm okay with that compromise. You know, as long as you don't take something and call it something entirely differently, I feel like that's a good enough defense against internet paleontologists and just general sensibility and reasonability and truth in advertising and everything. This is a LEGO representation of a Triceratops, and I'm good with that. It's unfortunate that if anybody doesn't have a Triceratops and they want one now and they're able to get one now, they're not able to get like a nice one. This one does have all that battle damage on it, all that specific scarring, but it is a Triceratops. It is a decent sized herbivore, and we get far too few herbivores. So overall, I have to count this as a win. The colors here, the main colors, are dark bluish gray, tan, and this is supposed to be dark red, I believe, but it's so dark and desaturated as well. It's a little bit odd, honestly. Really though, it's a dinosaur. We don't know exactly what colors it had, and this is probably a fantasy color scheme anyway, and I don't mind it in this particular case. Standard articulation for a 4-legged large dinosaur or prehistoric animal from LEGO. All 4 of the legs are able to ratchet forward and backward. Of course, it has plenty of stability. And then with the head, you're able to rotate it side to side, which is pretty expressive and nice. Also, it goes up just a little bit, which is good, and down quite a lot. So you can take it all the way down to the ground. You've got a bar-sized clip right there as well, so you can put something into the mouth, something small that makes sense. And this is kind of rubbery up here, with the dual molding to make it, well, just a little bit safer with kids, and also to prevent it from breaking too easily. The rest of it is hard plastic. Cool. The pickup truck looks pretty nice to me. This is the less camera-friendly side because it has this big searchlight sticking off to the side. But if you look at it from the other side, you can see the actual shape of the B pillar. You can see that aggressive look that they're going for there. Of course, you can swap the light over to here, but I like that. And it's intended to look a little bit beat up. The alternate colors that are included in here are intentional. They weren't trying to make this look brand new, although it does look like a relatively new model of truck. Maybe this gray here should have been a darker gray, a dark bluish gray, just to, I don't know, mute things slightly, but overall this looks pretty good. The only thing that I don't like about it is back here, there's this bulky area where it extends down, but then it doesn't even have a trailer hitch on it at all. Like if this was here, but then it was because they wanted to put a trailer hitch on the back, I would accept it, for the function. But the rest of this has so much ground clearance in the center, which is really nice, and it has a pretty good approach angle as well. You can see some red in there, not the coolest thing to see, but just overall, this is not a bad looking truck at all. You take the roof off, there's just a single position to put somebody in the middle, and this has a decent amount of bed space as well. It's also open through there so that you can fit something a little bit larger than normal, which I think is a good idea. Now, this also has a nice action feature built into it. You can crash into something such as this, do a little head-on action with this, and it's like the old crack-ups cars. This just slides. So that's what the red was that you saw from the side. A couple of 1x4 tiles under there. This just slides in on. Didn't see that coming at all. But yeah, it's easy to reset it and pops off satisfactorily. It just feels like something's really going on there, and doesn't really take anything away from the design of this as a toy for younger kids. This is good. Last up is this little quad ATV, which I suspect is not realistic to what we're going to see in the movie. I might be wrong on that, but you know what? It's a quad ATV and it's specifically designed to hold 2 people and it doesn't waste too many parts. It would have been nice to get something on the back here to be able to clip on some minifig accessories. Just attaching right from that spot right there. But all in all, it's just a tiny vehicle and it works well enough for what it is. For figures, here on the left is Claire, on the right is Franklin Webb, and they do have different torsos. I didn't notice that at first. They I think, easily could have had the same torso print used. So yeah, this is actually a little bit better than it needs to be. They're a little bit plain with just a single color painted onto each or printed onto each. Got the carrot on a stick there to bait an herbivore along, and that's what you get for alternate faces. Yeah, these are cool enough. These 2 figures are simply referred to as guards. Just guard and guard. That's it. I don't know their deal. I specifically don't know which story this came from. I've not followed all of the Jurassic World media to date. I think this might not actually be from Dominion in particular, although that animal may show up in Dominion. The animal does show up in Dominion again, but I don't know if this is a Dominion-based scene that they're going for here. This guy is all generic, but this one has a torso. The one on the right has a torso that I personally haven't seen before, which is always a treat, especially given that it's a torso that looks like it could be used for all sorts of different things, and it's not specific to just this theme. These are the only leftover pieces, and there were no stickers used for this set. Which brings me to the question of price and value. Now, again, this was $40 US, 40. And the way I look at it, this stuff here, I could see this being $20. I'll let this be $25. I could see it being just a little bit over that, but about $25. So $15 for this. I mean, they've had these molds forever. If they had done a Pseudoceratops, like a new set of molds specific to this animal, I would be perfectly fine with this price. But since this is something that we've already had for a long, long time, and it's just a recolor, I feel like it's just slightly overpriced. It's not bad. It's not bad. And there's no waste here. No waste whatsoever. The figures even are generic enough to where any of them could be used in any context, I think. Completely outside of the Jurassic World universe. This is just a pickup truck. Doesn't have any stickers, doesn't have any prints on or anything. This is just an ATV. So this is all good stuff just to play with. I think good to have in a play tool set, like a play war chest in general. And then you just get the dino. And it is a larger herbivore. Not the largest like we would like to see, but still something of some substance. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this, and just hope that it will, before it gets discontinued, go on sale a little bit, a little 20% or something like that. That's it for my thoughts on this one. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.